The Laz and Jack show is fixing to come to you live at no other better location than Party Central in Owl's Head. NBNN, poof, blows your freaking minds.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack.
With Casey Cupcakes.
Hey, you got it in there finally. Yay, Casey! Welcome everybody to Lunch with Laz and Jack with Casey.
Hey, Casey. Yes.
How's it going?
It's going well.
Oh, it's going.
Now, I understand that the Portalarium crew are starting an office weight loss challenge, and then on Monday you took them cupcakes. How were they received?
Well, Starr told me to limit. I don't know if he meant limit the sweets or limit my visits, so we'll find out.
Ooh. But aren't you supposed to also be feeding some fish?
They feed it. It's a healthy little beta. So
okay.
They should be able to take care of it.
You know what? That beta needs some friends in that tank. I think 3 or 4 more betas in there should make it interesting.
Oh, yeah, right. There you go.
Now I'm going to bring you a snail named Alpha.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Well, welcome, everybody. It is Wednesday, Hump Day. And we are here to help you get over the Hump Day blues. So what do we got on tap today, gentlemen? As I know, Jack, you got something about the all content available.
In offline mode? Yes.
In offline mode, that's something that's out there. We're still awaiting Starr Long's announcement.
And we are also waiting for Rick to post the stand-up corner for today, because I haven't seen it yet.
There's a big to-do about the upcoming announcement about the last wipe.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like I keep on refreshing the page, just looking for that little bit of information.
Just sitting here waiting for that infamous message from Starr, because it's becoming to the point where people are just like, man, I'm waiting to find out. And I'm hearing it from everybody. It's a buzz everywhere. And there's Cupcakes arriving on the scene.
Yay, Casey. Okay, so
Spoon himself.
Yep, let's go ahead and get this started. So Starr has posted in the Shroud of the Avatar announcements and dev posts a survey for all of the players, whether or not it is okay to allow access to all add-ons and pledge rewards in offline mode. Now, the argument for and against that would be, hey, I paid for this special pledge reward and it should only be mine, versus it's offline mode, who cares?
Well, that is a good conundrum, and they've got a point there. Now, of course, last I looked, I believe that the yeses far outweighed the no's, and I'm looking at it sitting here.
Oh, yeah. On the official page, it's now 92-2. So, see, I don't really see it as a massive conundrum, because offline mode is offline mode. It's, you know what? It's a single-player experience. Who's going to see that you have acquired this castle key or castle lot?
It's just one of those things. How do you explain it? It's like the Duke's tour. Okay, would you allow everybody to have the Duke's tour because they have offline mode?
No, that was specifically a pledge reward.
Well, thank you. Well, everything else that you paid for is a pledge reward, and why should somebody who only paid $45 have access to that in offline mode at $45?
Well, that's where I think you're conflating the issue between pledge reward and online mode and single player offline mode. They're not saying all pledge rewards are granted. It's just like the tablet of finding, which is right in front of us, that currently doesn't work right now. The little black disc that's on the ground.
Yeah.
It's like in multiplayer mode, you're supposed to be able to type in a person's name, and it's supposed to tell you where that person is. Yes.
Yes.
So, I mean, that would have nothing to do in offline mode, although they could program it to actually be able to find NPCs.
Well, that's quite possible as well. Now, they also mentioned, the fact that they would find something for, the Noble's Orb. There's no reason to have a Noble's Orb in offline mode because who are you talking to? So they're going to say, the comment was that, they would look into ways to repurpose.
Yeah, repurpose some of those.
The ways in the I don't know. I mean, personally, it's, allow somebody to get that experience. Now, of course, this could be looked at two ways as well. It could be an enticement to get somebody to pledge. They see all this great stuff in single-player offline mode, and they go, ooh, I want to play this in online mode, and I want it. And they get a chance to experience it beforehand. But then that also depends on whether pledges stick around. If you can't buy them later on, once you experience them a year from now, what's the sense? So there's a couple different ways to really look at it. Personally, I'm just playing devil's advocate as I do here. I voted yes. Sure, let everybody.
I didn't take you as being one of the two people that voted no.
No, you know what I'm saying? I mean, by all means, let everybody have their fun in single-player online mode. Don't matter to me.
Single-player offline.
I'm sorry, offline mode. I'm sorry, you're right. But yeah, why not? Let's get it out there. Let people play with it.
I voted no, but I think that it could actually give people reason to play the offline mode as well. So a lot of people that have no interest in the online mode would then want to play the game more to play the offline mode and access those things.
We know a lot of people are waiting for the offline mode. A lot of people are looking to play just that part of the game. The big Ultima fans are waiting to see how the storyline goes, how it goes, and basically what kind of job they did putting it together. And of course, we eagerly await that as well.
Yeah, I'm interested in the storyline, in how it actually progresses and how it's done. And Laz, your mic keeps on cutting out, so change it back to the open mic.
Open mic. So there goes your theory.
Oh, you're using the open mic.
See, we just proved that theory now. So it's not the microphone. I'm telling you, it's TeamSpeak. It's the damn TeamSpeak.
Nah, it's not TeamSpeak. It's the microphone.
I've tried 5 different microphones. Still clips in TeamSpeak.
Then maybe it's what your setting is for the sensitivity in TeamSpeak.
I have no setting. That's the whole point.
There's always a setting. There is a setting.
Yeah. I've got everything turned off. But anyway, before we derail the train and break the whole station again,
yeah,
I'm not going to go dinking with.
Yeah. So.
Going today.
Yeah, but as far as like the single player offline mode, I really don't see that as really a huge audience for the devs anyways. Just because if you think of Ultima 1 through 9, they really sold like less than 200,000 copies each. But the online, Ultima Online, was the bread and butter for most of it. So it's like, even if you look at other single-player games, it's like most of them are like trying to move towards an online element anyways. Although, like, Skyrim was pretty badass. But they had a huge budget and a ton of development time.
Yes, of course, yeah. I see Miss Amber Rain is online. Let's see if she's gonna come join us.
Oh wait, I forgot. I have no friends anymore.
The lovely lady Jade here in studio with us. Jade, what do you think about this? Have you seen the post on the poll? You got any opinion on all that?
Well, I was
we're
listening.
talking about here.
I was listening to you. At first blush, I kind of felt a little selfish, but I think in the grander scheme of things, if it makes the offline version more popular and more marketable, I think that's good for the online community as well, because we want to see Portalarium succeed in the utmost way. So I think I would go with sharing it.
Yeah, see, I didn't see. Yeah, from both ways. I'm going, this, pledges that I paid for, and then all of a sudden you're just going to give them away. Well, no, it's offline mode. What the heck? If it's going to do good for the, the greater whole, of course. And what about you, Cupcakes?
Personally, I'm going to be playing the online mode. So, they can give me all that stuff online if they want.
Yeah.
Once I win the online mode, then I'll play the online.
Yes. Online will be a little bit more entertaining. Because after the story's done, then that's where I get to go out and slay everyone, especially the guys with the name like Casey Cupcakes.
You can try now.
What have you almost won online?
I won't even put my armor on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I love the fact that I've got 111 hit points to your 523.
Yeah, you've been a slacker this
last two release.
Which is unlike you.
Remember, this is also a brand new character. It is not Jack Frost. It is now Jack Senesist. Yeah, so
that's right. That's true.
I did do the hat quest, and so things shall be changing in the near future. What? Things shall be changing in the near future.
Ah, yes. Speaking of the near future, has anything come up in the past future here? Do we have a stand-up yet? Probably not going to see it till tomorrow.
Do we have a stand-up? I mean, that just means I get to read for like 5 minutes. while you go like smoke a cigarette or something like that.
Oh, get out of here. I got to highlight the text on the screen. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I do occasionally.
I got Kendrick Darrow in chat on Twitch, and welcome, Kendrick. I saw you over there. I'm just catching your chat there from a few minutes
Yeah, and
ago. Line mode getting everything either.
Modders/hackers will find a way to bring everything to single player no matter what, including no underwear.
Now, I thought that was something they said they were actually going to drop in there, was anatomically correct avatars.
I think Budner's working on that.
What's the point? I mean, to me, there's really not a huge point in doing like naked avatars.
I don't think they were serious if they did say it.
Okay.
Yeah, it might have been the Tito's vodka at that point.
Yeah, I love there was a comment in the like one of Starr's announcements that we need to request that they stop spending all their money on robots and Tito's or the game's gonna fail.
Well, that's the funny part, because those are Richard's robots, and the Tito's is provided by the community.
That's right.
That's what I put in there. Like, it's my money and several other people's money. So, and the robots are provided by Richard to help him see his family and work. So,
Yep.
Looks like the Mistress of Chaos is not having a great day, but I wish her well out there. I know she's having a hard time getting over the loss of our latest star out there from the Eagles.
Glenn Fry.
Yes, Smith. So the music industry has suffered those of us who are music.
Actually, I don't know if that actually hurts the music industry, because if you look at what it's done for sales for every single one of them, it has increased their sales and increased selling of the catalog that is 30-something years old.
30-something years old.
Okay, 40-something.
Keep going. Bowie's been around 50-plus years, my friend.
Yeah, I know, but I just...
And
and Lemmy.
Since 1970s, yeah, we're talking another... Yeah.
Lemmy's first album was, what, 75, something like that?
Oh,
Bowie gone. We're never going to have another Jump Magic.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and then there was Lemmy. Yeah, I mean, it's been a terrible year in the music industry, man.
I don't know if it's bad, because it did get Bowie his first #1 album.
What good does it do? And I mean, it'll all be great, well and good when they give us awards when we're both dead for doing this 30 years from now. But
well, for one, it makes people go revisit their catalog for a new generation. Otherwise, some of these kids may have not have ever heard of these guys.
Yeah, that's up to the parents, in my opinion. The parents have good taste in music. The kids usually follow.
Yeah, that's debatable.
That's neither here nor there, and that's got nothing to do with Shroud the Avatar.
Yeah, absolutely. You're taking this train clear off the gaming rails.
Well, we're good at derailing this.
Yeah, we are. Especially when we're waiting for one post from Starr. It's like, how many times can I hit refresh? Come on, Starr.
We get this to this point every single, and especially post wipe. After a wipe and right before, it becomes dead silent, and then as soon as we launch, everybody's online, everybody and their dogs here, and they come for every release until that last month, and then at the end of that last month, those couple of weeks where we are now. Yeah. Everybody's like, I'm waiting for it, man. There's ain't much more to do until,
Here are my thumbs. Let me twiddle them.
Yeah,
Well, for you gentlemen who read the forums all the time, has it been discussed how easy it is to grow a lot of cotton?
Yes, it has. Yes.
It was also discussed in the telethon as well. They were talking about how the intention is to not have giant plantations. Not going to be worth it.
Might as well not be in the game. I mean, if it's not worth it somehow.
I mean, I have a lot of cotton.
No, it'll be worth it to kind of do it, but it won't be worth it for it to be your main source of income.
Again, I don't know about that, especially if you're somebody like Jade, who is a Grandmaster Tailor and is pumping out, the plus Uber cloth armor for the mages out there. You're going to turn that cotton into a gold mine.
Yeah. I think plantations are still going to be around.
Definitely.
And just because there aren't enough resources out in the world to make farming those resources by going out and hunting worthwhile. And so
and we've all been there trying to gather cotton for our own crafting uses. Mm-hmm. We've seen many of us have gotten together within our guilds and go, hey, we'll give the tailor all the cotton, we'll give the smith all the metal, and let them crank it out for everybody. And it's a organized effort to be able to do that. But trying to do that in mass alone, the only way to do it is to grow your own. My opinion. Now, if you guys have been out to Snug Harbor where I did my little test on cotton, I set those rows out across a city plot, and my intention was originally to fill the whole city plot of 12 just about bankrupted me because those big planters cost almost 1,000 gold each. The seed investment to get it all planted, and in the water until we get a way to go to a well or go to a river and transport the water back and forth cost a fortune. So planting just that one row was a sizable effort on my part, and if it wasn't for the fact that I just I make my money
selling books on how to make 10K an hour.
Well, you too can be a wealthy. What is the word I'm looking for? Damn it! I hate when that happens. Entrepreneur. Yes, entrepreneur. You follow my quick guide.
Yep.
And if you order now, we'll throw in as a bonus Jack's Guide to Killing Spiders.
It's been a while since I've done that though.
Are they going to fix that too?
Spiders seems to be where it's at. It was Wolves last release. It's Spiders this release. Although Themo Lock swears by spiders. Themo since day one has been a spider king, as far as I know, for training. And if anybody knows who Themo is, they know also a recent 1v winner.
I don't know who Themo is, but I did find a ferocious spider this release that now has become the big killing fun.
Yeah, this release it's definitely about the spiders. And welcome, Onyx.
Thank you.
Oh, Onyx, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Okay. Yeah,
how you doing today?
Pretty good. Thought I'd come by and visit for a minute.
Yeah, well, welcome. You're always welcome here, as is everybody else. For those of you listening out there and know the routine, you can come visit us. If you don't, you can go to nbnn.info, click on the big red button that says join us in TeamSpeak, and it'll whisk you right on into the server here. And come and join us. Tell us what you think. Give us your opinion about what we're talking about. Just come tell us a tale, sing us a song. Join us in set live. What are you laughing at?
I don't think you quite, I don't know quite how to put this. There's kind of a, I wouldn't, maybe an exploit or just a thing in Ravenswood with the spider cave. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Where you can sit on top of a rock?
Everybody knows about it.
Yes, I was wondering if they were going to address that.
Oh, they'll address it.
Eventually they will.
You don't have to stay on top of a rock. Just kite them and use, spinning attacks, things like that.
The
Themo
skill
actually put a
gain
video on it.
Speed is really, really, really good.
Well, of course, that's the whole point of what we're doing right now here in pre-alpha, is letting people out there to find those exploits.
Yeah, and if the like Chris Spears and some of the other devs sit there and look at the data and see where people are acquiring their XP, and that's why we don't see people hanging out at Virtus Pass anymore, leveling up. It becomes one where it's like, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
You could go from
Virtus Pass.
Oh yeah.
It's something that
Past days.
Yeah. They look at that data and they sit there and say, okay, this we can consider not normal as far as leveling. Remember, they expected people to take a year to hit level 100 back when they were focused on primarily on the levels. And right now, 3 months later, before this next wipe, we might have our first level 100 character, and that's Themalock. I believe he's, 93, 94, somewhere in there?
You mean adventurer level?
Yes, adventurer level.
Gotcha. Yes,
I think we already have one who did it without quad experience.
Really? Who might that be?
BadName, I believe, is level 100.
BadName? That wouldn't surprise me.
He's a rocket.
That wouldn't
Yep.
surprise me. I've pickpocketed him many a times when he was out macroing.
Bad name is already 103, Kendrick Darrow says. Now, 103 Adventurer. Yes, when you hit V, the Adventurer level is 103. Is that correct? And with no 4 times? Holy crap. What do you mean? He started his character fresh, Kendrick?
Yeah, without having the 4x experience for Adventurer XP or anything like that. I don't even know why Jack has it. Because Jack is a new account.
And why we, talk about BadName, because he really rocks. He's an awesome guy.
I love BadName.
There's several others out there also.
What the heck is his name? The guy who kept winning the gridiron.
Trey?
No. I'll think of him. As I sponsored him that one week. It was funny as hell.
Cunning Stranger?
No, not Cunning. He was a BFC member. I'll think of it. Now I'm going to have to go look.
Cannibal Corpse? What's all my memory?
No, CC puts on a good front. CC is just putting on a show for the good people out there.
And also, I should not have been able to take my tailoring to 102 in a month also, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but did you have 4 times experience in your tailoring though?
I don't. If I
you gotta
had
remember
some,
if you did.
It wasn't very much.
And
Onyx
did you do it
is
in a month, or
really-
did you do it in the past 3 months? Let's really look at those numbers.
I probably did it in the first 2 months. Because I'm at 102
Okay, so
now.
2 months times 4 would be 8 months. So that's feasibly how long it should take then.
Yeah, but I don't think
If you
I had
the
the quad.
If you had the plus 4.
Yeah, I don't think I had the quad in the crafting to that any kind of level at all. And
Called
if
wolf hats.
yeah, and if Kendrick got there just by making wolf hats for money, a very low level tailoring item.
Yeah, those wolf hats are nice.
Yeah, but I mean, as they go through and analyze that data, that's one where it's like, okay, this is part of the testing phase. It's they've changed the skill gain, they've changed a little bit of everything, and as they find an area that's giving way too much XP or way too much money, they sit there and they will essentially nerf that area or that region, or they will change the skill gain to where if you're killing 20 of the same monster in a row, the system of diminishing returns actually starts to affect it. And so it becomes less profitable to sit there and stay in that one area.
Oh, that's an interesting concept. Yeah, that might work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I like it.
Well, plus to mention, we just, within the past few releases, switched over to this use-based system.
Yeah.
So,
Which was a great accomplishment and feat for us in the game.
Yeah.
With the work of the development team and the gaming community, I think that was the greatest move they've made so far, was making it use-based. By far, because it pleased a lot of people. Now, if we can get rid of this deck system, they would make another real happy camper. As far as and I know that I am not alone here. I know there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people with me on this one.
well, you don't have to use the quote-unquote deck system. Just lock your stacks.
Still doesn't do what I need it to do. If I've got 50 spells, I'm only allowed to have access to 10 of them at any given time. I do not like that. I'm sorry. I don't care how you roll it, how you bundle it up, how you sell it to me. I can still...
yeah, as far as like potion usage, and I agree with you on that. But
I want to use my heal spell. I want to be able to reach into my pack of reagents and do a heal spell. I don't want to wait on a tile to randomly come up and go, now I can use heal. No, I'm sorry. There's no way you can make it that way for me. And give me access to all my spells. And that's all my rant on that today.
are you sure about that, Laz?
No, I'm not. But anyway.
Well, one thing that needs to be addressed is the use of consumables in combat, because in the existing deck system, that takes up one of your slots, especially if you lock it in there. But you have different types of consumables. You have the heal pot, mana pot, as well as food, which functions as a buff. And so it's like you need to find a way to actually change the use of consumables in combat to have them not being on the combat bar, and instead be something that can be used elsewhere. I'm not a fan of the 10 slots, although I don't have the same kinds of problems that Laz does with the random deck, just because it's like I kind of like the use of combos as well as stacking up spells. But I would also like to see the ability to move my damn health bar, or like peel off like Casey's health bar, so that way I can make sure that it's targeted. I don't know if you remember UO, Casey, where it's like you just left click and hold down and drag someone's health bar out and then use that to target them.
Yeah, and the movable health bar, again, I spend more time in combat looking at that damn combat bar than I do at what's going on my screen, and I can't see my health bar because I'm looking down. My health bar is all the way up here. Yeah, we need some changes still in it. In combat still needs changes. While the actual math and all that stuff seems to be nice now, a lot of work in my opinion.
Laz wants to go back to Control A, Alt A, Control X.
You know, I would love to be able to hotkey a spell. Don't get me wrong, but I would love to just have a book I can open up and, flip to a page. Make it that. Don't stick me with a random tile that comes up. Sure, I can lock them. So I can lock 10 spells. What about my other 49 spells? How do I access those if I have 10 locked spells? I'm sorry, it just does not compute. Not logical.
Life's not logical.
He's not through.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. He's never through. He this is his rant.
I've got one major,
Yeah, one major gripe.
one major
The cards break my immersion.
gripe. But my one major gripe is this, and at least I have a platform to voice and gripe about it. And of course, you're all laughing about it, of course. And of course, you've all been in that situation.
Where I've died, where
Don't
a
tell
heal
me.
has not come up. Yes, I have
That's
died
right.
many a time.
Don't tell me you haven't experienced it. Everybody I know has experienced it hundreds of times. Gotta have a better fix.
Yeah, so moving on, what are we going to talk about?
Oh, moving on. What do we got in today's Daily Britannia? Have we taken a peek at the Daily Britannia today?
Well, it looks somewhat recycled from yesterday or the day before, something like that.
Well, of course, if people are commenting on stories that are out there, it keeps those stories.
Wow, and I think I left displaying the friggin' what I was looking at for way too long. So
What, you got screen burning?
pretty much, it's what I get for looking at like multiple tabs of things. So on the Daily Britannian, we do still have that post about variety of opponents, and where realistically we need an extensive revamp to the bestiary. The one thing that I like is someone actually included a link to animals from the asset store that would fit within Shroud of the Avatar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the Barghest, the Kraken, the Gargoyle, Cerberus, and Lacodon, as well as
Sorry about that.
some boss pack with the Reapers and different bosses.
Oh, let's see.
So they do have some really cool ones in there that are available on the asset pack.
Oh, I see. These Oh, they included all the animations too, right?
Yeah, they included the animations. They don't include the attacks on them though. Just oh wait, yeah. No, actually, it does include the attacks.
Let's bring this up on screen. I'm bringing one of these up.
I'm bringing more than one up. I'm on my way on the Cerberus. Because you need a three-headed dog around. Just like...
Raven. Oh, yeah. Is that how it's pronounced?
Which one?
The Wren. Yeah, Raven. Yeah. W-Y-V-E-N.
Wyvern?
Wyvern. I'm sorry, you can't hear me, Kendrick? Is that better?
So
You should be able to hear me in a
yeah,
second.
they've got some really good stuff. I mean, and there's also others with like the Manticora, the Werewolf, Chimera, Wyvern, Hydra. It's like all of this stuff could actually make it into the game with no problem. And it's one where it's like, hey, sometimes purchasing an asset like that actually makes development a little bit faster.
What is this, a monkey scorpion? A manticora.
Well, you know the Manticore in history is the lion body, scorpion tail, and human face or something like that.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Although that one looks kind of shitty. I don't know if I'd include that one. I think it's also supposed to breathe
Somebody's got
fire.
some really cool animations.
Yeah.
But that's not bad for... and now, is that all individual assets, or is that all come in one package?
Or we could always click on the asset store link and find out.
Yeah, I guess we could, couldn't we? It's just
As
that
a-
easy.
As it as the page fails to load.
Yep, server error.
Let's see, which means it's more than likely a bad link that someone did.
Yeah, it's just a link to the video, not to the actual store.
What the hell?
Now we have another article here about reduced player city size, which I
Well,
think is just...
That's for like people that have like a hold fast to where it's like they really don't need a 1 kilometer square box to actually
Absolutely.
run around in.
Yeah,
And
I
I
own a
agree with that.
couple of
Yeah.
I would like to be able to cordon off, but actually, again, two different sides of the coin. I like them both. The fact, small little pockets of communities across that 1 kilometer, so that not everything is centrally located. Or two, to be able to, just when we get the choice to choose our starting points, build a community right around the starting point and everything else.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's what I think you should
Who
do.
lives way off in the corner,
Yeah, I would probably be that hermit that lives way off in the corner just because I do like I don't like loud noises.
Yes, I was muted. That's what it was. You guys were hearing me, but they weren't.
Oh, you muted yourself in your stream?
I had a cough, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty funny. I've done that a few times.
It's going to ruin my audio for today.
Well, you could just use mine. Just use my audio. Oh, well, maybe you muted your entire rant about the deck system for them.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Did you all hear my rant about the deck system? Do I need to do it again for you guys out there listening?
No, you don't need to do it again.
Sure, they need to hear it if they...
No,
it.
yeah.
Sorry, guys. Thanks for the heads up out there. I appreciate it. I know Kendrick said I was low, but I thought it's because I had moved my mic away. But anyway, so we got these animations. Yeah, great stuff there as well. The reduced player city sizes. Again, I can see both sides of the coin. I think it's more up to the town owner to figure out the solution to that. I know back when we first got involved in player-owned towns, Jade
Mm-hmm.
it was so deadly deep into it. She had the graph paper and pencils out for weeks, maybe even months. Was it, Jade? You were out there working.
I really, really had fun with that. But
Yeah. But
yeah, I was trying to develop what I wanted, and I'm really looking forward to the grasslands and hoping that it's going to be more suitable to what we're trying to do.
I'm going with the grasslands as well, so that's going to be interesting.
yes, we're all dying to see that. And of course, I think that Jade and I, got a better appreciation for the dynamic templates because of the work of sitting there and looking at and laying them out on graph paper and going, what can we do when we were originally planning to have the developers do it? It gives you work with when you see, and I, for one, definitely appreciate the different nuances personally. Now, yeah, I saw this article as well. The fastest decorator in the West.
Yeah, it is a competition that is going to be limited to 10 contestants out in Diamond Fields. It's going to be their second event, which is actually really cool because we do have some awesome decorators in game. So they'll have 30 minutes to decorate a room, and then from there go by a system of judges, and very limited on the things that they can do. So I think that's actually kind of cool that, you know what, we've even got decorating contests in game. So and
well, there's a monthly contest out there now. Somebody's doing the soda role players, I believe, are doing that every month.
Mhm.
You'll find that in your book in game as well. And again, for those folks who don't know about the book, want to tell them about that little secret?
which book? The book that's in your inventory? The one that
The one
says
that every starter, yeah,
the one that says player events or
events.
known issues? What? What are you talking
all of the
about?
above. Yeah. For those who are new or do not know, that anything you want to know that's going to be going on throughout the month is listed in your backpack. So there is no excuse for not knowing what's going on around town during the day, during the week, during the month.
I mean, it's like I have never looked at any of these before. I'm lying, by the way.
No.
The one thing I have never actually looked at is the player guide.
I've looked at it, but
Yeah.
that's about it. It looks pretty. See? Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
And so much information is in here, and people go, I don't know how to do this. Did you check the player guide? No. I said, I don't know where any events are. Did you check player events? No.
yep.
Did you know we have an release date coming? No. You read the newsletter? No. People don't read. That's why we have a job.
That's right. And you know what we don't have yet?
And what is it we don't have?
Stand-up corner update.
No stand-up corner yet. Well, the guys down there are busy. We know that.
Yeah.
It's not. We don't wait. Waiting for Starr to announce to the world we have a launch date.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I don't think if we're gonna see it before the end of the month, we'll see it on Friday. I think, but I don't think it's gonna be this Friday. I think it'll come with the R26.
The end of the
release.
month. The end of the month.
Huh?
The end of the month.
Well, I think it'll come with after the R26 release. I think it'll come after next Thursday.
Yeah,
if we don't get it by Friday,
Yep.
Friday, or it's coming next Friday.
Yeah.
Of course, Star's going to be sitting there listening to us going, oh, yeah, I'll show you. I'm going to do it on a Tuesday.
just for that.
By all means,
Just-
Starr, if you do it.
I hope he
Absolutely.
waits till the 31st, last minute of the day.
11:59.
I have waited for many a Friday newsletter at 11:59 Central Standard Time when they push that button. And once or twice it's gone out just a little late, but that's about the latest I've ever seen them be on anything here. So it goes without speaking that they are punctual with what they promise to deliver, and that much we love as well.
Hey, I just love the fact that, like, when they say that the game server is going to go live at 10:30 in the morning, it's going live at 10:30 in the morning.
Every single month, last Thursday in a month, unless otherwise specified, like clockwork, folks.
Yep.
Now, this fastest decorator.
It's not going to be me, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no, not me either. Do we have any other interesting events or topics before we start winding up here shortly that we've seen out there?
Casey, do you have anything to say?
Any news from the home front?
Start a group that anytime Portalarium needs to be decorated and/or a party, we could be called on.
Well, I thought you've already done that, and that's part of what you won your award for.
Well, we got it because we've been doing things like that. That was the first time we ever decorated and threw the party. So now I can actually form a group who agrees to do that kind of on the call.
I got you.
Hey, Casey, I'll be a member of that group.
Okay, I'm thinking like calling it POTA, Partiers of the Avatar. But I want to maybe like
That's fine by me.
Cool.
I think you need to give it a little bit more thought than just throwing that one right out there. POTA?
Call it 3P, party planners, party planning people. I don't know.
Yeah, no, 3P, no, not good. Because then I'll have to reduce it to the PP group.
PP.
Oh, yeah, there you go. The PP group. The party planners group. There you go.
Yeah, no, not even.
Now
Then we just take things straight down into the gutter. I mean, take it so far into the gutter, we don't know how to get it out.
Oh, no.
PP.
We've taken it down to the gutter. We've gone lower than that.
Well, that's where we start out here.
We'll climb our way out by the end of the show, isn't it?
That'll make Jade run away, though.
Well, if we get too far in the gutter, yes. Yeah, I know Miss Jade is not a fan of
the scatological humor.
At least it's not gusball humor.
I know. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the calendar real quick. So I'll give you a second to bring that up.
A little early for the calendar, aren't we?
Well, you got 10 minutes left. It'll take me 2 minutes to do the calendar, 8 minutes to think of something else to say.
It'd be good if you're going to get that calendar stretched out to 10 minutes.
No, there's no way I can stretch that out to 10 minutes.
Slow down.
I know.
2 o'clock.
Yes.
I'll just keep trying to interrupt you when you're doing it.
Oh, that's fine. So, guys, girls,
that
don't
was my
forget.
job.
Yeah, go to nbnn.info for all of your Shroud of the Avatar needs, especially that's New Britannia News Network.info. nbnn.info. Then the calendar is taken from our friends over at Avatar Circle, and it is merged. And there is a little feature, I don't know if everybody's aware of it. If you click on the top right hand corner, there's a little drop down list. You can actually unclick certain things if you don't want to see them in your calendar. And so that way, if you don't want to see something, you can just uncheck it. By default, we go ahead and leave everything checked just for Monday through Friday, or Monday through Thursday. On Friday, we are going to go ahead and start unchecking the Ether Vision Alliance.
Oh, we're going to start unchecking any media events.
Yeah.
Because the media events take up way too much room for the weekend announcements.
That is correct. So
And of course, we know it's just mostly our friends at Avatars Radio, and of course us here at WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. So we pretty much know it's music and what's going on. Usually, it's not a gathering, it's not a public event, and it's stuff we do every single day. So no offense to anybody with those media events. I'm sure they understand. But in the meantime, what do we got coming up on today's calendar, Jack?
Well, today is Wednesday, January 20th.
Update.
That's right. In Shroud of the Avatar. Remember, all times are New Britannia time, which is Central Standard Time in the real world. We try not to live in the real world so that we can focus on New Britannia time. So, since today is Wednesday, we do have not that many events going on, but if you are interested in listening to Avatars Radio at between 4 and 6, you can listen to Selena Noctua do Community Appreciation Wednesday. Since there is a lot of music that comes straight from the community, you can listen to Charm and some of the others. You can also listen to people doing some poetry readings and some stories that Golden Wing will be sharing. So Golden Wing has, I guess, read some poetry and some stories into the recorder. If you're interested in watching someone stream Shroud of the Avatar at 6 p.m. until 10 p.m., Nilo Cortex is going to be streaming on Twitch. Or he might not, I don't know. Between 6 and 8 on Avatars Radio is going to be DJ Protomat. Squirrel. At 6 p.m. in Care Drawkwitch, we're going to have Wednesday nights where you can go out and actually act very nightly. It's supposedly an impromptu event, however, everybody is welcome, and some possibilities include role-playing, boss hunts, gathering materials and crafting, hack quests, hanging out, or whatever people feel up for. Just zone to Bowen and Bloodgood for that, and hang out and Care Drawkwitch with them. At 7 p.m. is the EVL Guild's Pipsqueak PvP tournament. Jade, did you want to say anything about Pipsqueak PvP?
We have held 2 of them. We've had really good participation with 10 and 8 contestants. We are trying really hard to encourage those to come out that are not necessarily top tier, because if we get enough, we will split between a top tier 1 and a tier 2 group, and there will be prizes for both levels. So if you're not a super top flight PvPer, come out and check out the action, and if we get enough, we will definitely split into two tiers.
Now, did I actually see a picture Lord British came out to visit you folks one of your events just recently?
Yeah, last Wednesday he popped in. We thought that was like pretty amazing.
Yeah, well, you never know when he's going to show up in game.
No, you don't. I mean, that's the fun thing. And also, Pipsqueak PvP has a very low entry fee. It's only 1,000 gold, and the proceeds are split between the 70% goes to the winner, the champion, and the remaining 30% goes to the runner-up. And if there's 2 divisions, that same split would go for those 2. So that is really cool. Zone points for Pipsqueak PvP are either Jade or Jarlaxle. So if you're interested in some PvP and Shroud of the Avatar, go ahead and go watch the Pipsqueak PvP. At 8 o'clock tonight, Avatars Radio is doing their Hot Potato DJ with all the DJs on it. And then at 8 p.m. is Laz's favorite social event, which is Striker Sparhawk's Happy Hour, or
otherwise known as Spend Sparhawk's Gold.
Yes.
I went out and visited the guys the other day.
How are they doing?
Oh, they were spending Sparhawk's Gold.
Awesome.
Had a couple drinks.
Awesome. Stank in it says that Lord British killed him on Wednesday. That's never fun. It's actually a good thing to die by Lord British.
The great part about it is you can actually duel Lord British when he accepts duels, and he's always up for a scuffle.
I beat him in an argument in a pub. It was awesome.
You beat him in an argument. I came here for an argument. That sound bite.
So let's go ahead and thank our sponsors real quick. Guys and girls, if you need any crafting help, you can always go to sodacraft.com. Ashmall's put together a really great list of recipes out there. Our newest friend is going to be sodataming.com, where you can learn all about taming and Shroud of the Avatar.
That's right. That's our latest patron.
And Sarah Dragon, if you want money, I'll buy the hair from you.
I think you said that in the wrong channel, Casey. Let's see. If you want to buy some Shroud of the Avatar swag, always go to relicsbyrild.com and use the discount code NBNN for 10% off anything. If you are interested in selling or buying anything Shroud of the Avatar related, as far as like accounts, towns, you know what? Rares. You can always go to shroudmarketplace.com, and if you want to sell stuff, go ahead and register for an account, and you can do it.
Is that promotion still running out there? Are they still giving away free, what is it, memberships or free?
Right now there is a giveaway there or if you register as a vendor, you will have the 5% commission for off of every sale until August 31st.
Okay.
So, otherwise, which is actually I think it's a $20 a month fee to get that commission rate, just because, you know what, web hosting and software to run a store.
Right,
yeah, those things are expensive.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, yep.
Tell us about it. We don't know anything about that. I don't know what you're talking about, Jack.
Yep, I have no clue.
Tito's is expensive, so if you want,
the Tito's.
Tito's
I need
money, and I'll bring it to the
devs. I need to create my GoFundMe for sending the devs alcohol. I wonder how many people would actually contribute to that.
Well, some have sent me money, particularly for that purpose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was for the Christmas party thing when we were decorating for Christmas. Yeah, it's kind of funny when they're like,
did you guys get the funds from that little Kickstarter for the party?
I did, yeah. I went straight up to the party.
Cool.
Yep.
Now, Stank on the chat is actually BadName. So BadName, Adventure Level 102, huh? Very interesting. Well, we got a minute. And that's all we've got.
No, I thought it was 103.
Well, he's right here. He can confirm it for us.
Wait, now you have to wait 30 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
But guys, we really appreciate everybody that's hanging out with us in chat, joining us in TeamSpeak. We couldn't do this without you guys. So Jade, Onyx, Casey.
And even if you don't join us directly, listening on the in-game radio or online as well. It's much appreciated.
Yes, we know we have quite a few of the people in the community who listen at work on the radio. Thanks for listening and joining us there. To those guys, BadName, Kendrick Darrow, Dreadfully Despised, and our regulars in chat on Twitch. Of course, thank you guys for joining us every week, every day. Again, this is why we do it, to bring you all a show, bring you all information, and just have a good time, talk about what's going on here in the world.
Yes, thank you, everybody. We really do love you guys.
Alrighty, and with that, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. This is Laz.
This is Jack.
And this was Casey.
Good night.
And thank you, everybody, Jade and Onyx, for joining us. Stay tuned, NBNN, for more news, sports, entertainment, interviews, crazy wild happenings, updates as we get them. We'll keep bringing it to you day by day here on Shroud of the Avatar and NBNN. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
I love the softness of your skin.
Is Jack the baby's daddy?
no.
I want to make skin suit. I love you.
Wait a second. Hey, there's now an audio blog that Leo's putting up, and he put the sounds of the demon.
From your channel.
Crap.
Oh, yeah, not even just that. Like if you play it, you can hear the dragon ones. He's also got a pretty kick-ass one, like this hidden sea cave, I think is what it's called, something like that.
Yeah.
If you listen to it, it sounds like you're getting deeper and deeper into it. Like the seagulls kind of fade out. All that. It's pretty cool.
It's kind of cool.
I'm waiting to see if he takes Lord British up on, like him asking him to put those little sound scenes that he makes and listens to on there.
User disconnected
Sweet.
from your channel.
Yeah. That gives us something to talk about.